Jason's Half Hour is brought to you by our proud sponsors at the Zone Bar Brighton. You'll find us on St James's Street in the heart of Brighton's gay village. You will always get a warm welcome on your entrance. Our motto is, hello stranger and goodbye friends. You will always feel at home in the zone. Hello dears, and welcome once again to Miss Jason's Half Hour. Well, the Miss Jason family are here today. We got Tammy over there. Hello Tam, how are you?
Hello Diane, I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah,
How about you?
Fine, thank you. Good week, dear?
Lovely week,
Good.
lovely week.
Lots on?
Yeah, I went to see Miss Saigon last weekend,
Ooh.
which was amazing.
Lovely, where was that?
London, at
Yeah.
the Old Concerts at Prince Edward Theatre.
Lovely,
Absolutely
nice.
amazing, which was lovely.
Yeah, it's really lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
So, I'd never seen it, I'd listened to the soundtrack,
Right.
but amazing.
Fantastic.
Cried
When the
like a
helicopter-
baby.
Yeah, when the
Yeah.
helicopter comes in.
Yeah.
And it's just so romantic, isn't
I
it?
know.
Oh, wow, I'd love
Lovely.
some lovely big Butch Obi to toss himself upon
I
a sword
know.
for me. Like that, wouldn't that be lovely, darling?
Wouldn't it?
Oh, never
Oh.
mind, never mind. And talking about beautiful and romantic people, we got Fifi McDuff with us. Hello, darling, how are you?
Hi.
You all right, dear?
Yes, dear.
You had a good week?
Had a lovely week.
Oh, good. What you been up to?
I went to see you last night, which was fabulous.
Well, we get away with it, darling. But so anything exciting this week, darling?
I've done a lot of different things, but
Yeah.
I've been busy.
Yeah,
Can-
good. Well, you do busy yourself. But of course, boys and girls, I'm going to say the thing that Fifi does the most is study the soaps, as you will hear today, because she's got an absolutely cracking soap sizzling roundup for us this week. So I'm really grateful to you for that, Fiona. And that was a hint of sarcasm, boys and girls, because she hasn't bleeding listened to anything on the telly this week, so she's going to sit and she's made it up. But she has been suitably told off by the Miss Jason's half-hour team. So we shall forgive you this week, Fifi, but we will do all sorts of terrible things to you next week if we don't have a full and comprehensive report, my darling.
She did bring donuts, though.
Oh, she brought
Yeah,
donuts.
donuts.
Okay, all right, okay. Anyone who comes to the Miss Jason's half-hour studio at the Centre Stage Costume Showbiz office, oh my God, what an address. Anyone who brings ring donuts in here is more than welcome. So if you ever want to pop up our end with a ring donut, just come along in. And also today we've got Simon with us again. Simon Puttock, how are you, darling?
I'm
All right?
very well. I'm covering for Colin Day again, so yeah, he's away, but he'll be in here next week. But yeah, it's been a really busy week at Centre Stage. I've had loads of orders in and out,
Yeah,
and
good.
also social events. At the lovely Tammy on Tuesday at the Queen's Arms, which is the first time I've seen you, which was brilliant, really lovely.
Well, she's very gifted, darling.
Yeah, it was really, really lovely, very energetic. And then Jason last night.
Got 'em
So
all red.
yeah, it's been a good week so far.
Yeah, good, good. So we'll have a little update on Centre Stage in a minute, and perhaps you can bring us up to date with the fashion show
Yeah.
and how we're going. And we'd like to thank Davina for her invaluable help with the tickets. But little private joke there. If she tunes in, she might like it, she might not. Anyway, so I'm going to come back to you, Si. Can you tell us what's on, where and why, darling?
Yeah, got quite a bit this week. So we start off with a zone. We've got yourself, Miss Jason, on Friday.
Yeah, but let's get to the interesting bits, darling.
Okay. No, that is interesting. So Miss Jason on Friday. Saturday we got Richard's birthday with Cosmic.
Oh, Cosmic.
Yeah.
Cosmos.
Everybody's welcome. Open
I've
party.
seen her for years.
Is it a
She's
drag
camp-
act?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's a
lovely.
camp queen, Cosmic.
Oh,
I've known her for years, dear. She used to be a skinny little thing, and but now she's filled out quite lovely.
Oh,
She
nice.
looks much younger than she is as well, doesn't
Oh,
she?
she's 90.
She's like 90.
She's 90, yeah, yeah,
90 years old, really?
yeah,
Good luck.
absolutely, yeah.
Oh, right. And then on Sundays, karaoke as normal. I think it's still with Betty. No, that's on Tuesday, isn't it?
I don't know. You got the roundup.
No, she just said karaoke on a Sunday. Betty Swallott's on a Tuesday with karaoke as well.
Oh,
Okay.
good
So
on Betty.
then on this Sunday coming, we have got the lovely Tammy Twinkle at Charles Street.
Come and see me.
Yeah. Go and see her. She's a lovely actress, so very energetic. You are good. I've never seen. I got really excited when I saw you.
Thank you.
And when you
Bless
run into
you.
the back door and it was locked, you went like that to duck, and then the door was locked.
I love
That
it.
was
He's
funny.
actually, I've got to explain what's going on. This is a radio show, son, and he's acting. But Tammy put her head down so that she wouldn't hit her tall wig on the beam as she ran through the door to go up the stairs to change. But they'd locked the door, so of course she ran straight into the door and hit the floor, which we all thought was very funny.
Oh, well,
But
funny.
Sorry, did you hurt yourself?
No, it's all
No,
right.
see, fat bounces. boys
Yeah.
and girls. So there you are. Have another donut in case you trip up on the way back to the booper office, darling. But there you are. Anyone feeling a bit outrageous today, Simon? Any more roundups done?
Yeah, we've
Good.
got Grease Lightning in Bournemouth.
Grace Lightning, yeah.
Grace Lightning, sorry. Sister act at the end of this month at the Pavilion Theatre.
Oh, lovely.
Going back to this weekend, on Saturday we have Born Free. This weekend, 11th to the 13th, the parade starts at 11 a.m. and entertainment start at 12:30 on the main stage. On Sunday, again, Tammy Twinkle, and also at the Black Horse on Sunday the 13th is Saucy Sophie from 6
Oh,
p.m.
Oh,
lovely.
not to be missed. I love Soph.
I've never seen acts. Well, I've not seen a lot of acts. So
That's why you think we're good.
With Jason too much.
Yeah. Right. So, Seaside Variety Spectacular in aid of the Sussex Beacon. That's being held on Wednesday, the 30th of July, featuring David Raven as Maisie Trillette.
Because
Colin
I think
Day.
she was going to do it as Davina Sparkle. Did it
That
say
would
that on the
Very
poster?
safe to say that.
It does actually
But okay,
say
then I'll
that.
say
Yeah, I
that.
know it does. Isn't that camp? David Raven featuring as Maisie Trillette.
I know, but that's
Camp,
what you asked
isn't
me
it?
to say.
You know what she's like. Anyway,
Yeah,
go
it's
on.
lovely. Colin Day as the lovely Paula May, Jenny Castell, Peter Stanford and Alan Jay, and also appearing the lovely Mark Stacey. Directing is Josh Miles. Address is Old Market, 11A Upper Market Street. Tickets are at £12, £10 for concessions.
Right.
Tickets available at the Beacon shops, or call, if you've got a pen and paper, it's 01273 201 801. Show opens at, the doors open at 7 p.m, curtain up at 7:30.
Oh, that's a lot of
Lovely.
information.
Yeah.
Well done. Can I just say, though, boys and girls, that when we put these shows on for the Beacon, we have to pay for it all ourselves. So it's really, really important that you do come and support it because, A, we want to make as much money as possible for the Beacon, but B, we've all had to put our money together to pay nearly £1,000 deposit on the theatre, so we've really got to sell tickets because not only will we not make any money for the Beacon, if there's not anyone there, we won't get our own pennies back. So,
Yeah, it's
you know, and of
important,
course
isn't
it's about making money, and none of us mind donating that amount of money, but it is a lot. So also, if there's any lovely, wealthy donors out there that feel they might want to chuck a couple of quid our way towards the Beacon and make a donation to help pay for the show or to go direct to the Beacon, please also get in touch with us. Get in touch with us here on Miss Jason's Half Hour. Message us on the page,
Yeah.
or message any of us directly on our Facebook pages. You won't find Fifi McDuff on a Facebook page because it's a pseudonym. It's not a real name because she doesn't want her identity disclosed because she's been papped quite a lot lately, and she's finding it difficult when she's filling the shelves at Marks and Spencer's to sign the autographs when her hands are full of baked beans and puff pastry. But you will generally find her gossiping behind the crystallised fruits in the back aisle. Anyway,
A few more things.
go on then, dear.
Davina Sparkle holding a show on the 26th of September at the Queen's Hotel,
Lovely.
featuring Davina, the lovely Miss Jason and Angie Brown.
Oh, Angie.
That'd be good.
Oh, I haven't seen Angie for a good couple of years. I love her.
I last saw her at West 5. Nice.
Yeah.
£29.50. Book with the hotel direct. And then lastly, the lovely fashion show that we're putting together, and it really is coming together now. It's lovely.
It's all going.
It's really good.
Yeah.
All the dresses are being made, the venue's booked, the decorations are coming together with the lovely Fifi McDuff that's helping us out with that. Yeah, it's just amazing. We've got it all, but it's just all putting it
Well,
together.
Simon and Fiona are Fifi are organising it all together. So it's really, I'm really having a lovely time. I'm
Lovely.
not doing hardly anything.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting back and interfering, although I'm not interfering much.
Oh,
am I?
you are
No.
interfering.
I am not. It's called a supervisory
is he
finger.
interference?
The deal was
Supervisory
we
finger.
done it and we have to run it past Jason. So that's
But we
what
don't
we
run
shook
it
on.
past Jason.
We
No,
do
and then
it.
they've changed the whole room round. The catwalk is completely the other way round now. It's going to be an alternative fashion show because the catwalk isn't going to be attached to the stage. So I'm not. So anyway,
Oh,
but
it'll be
they've got it
lovely.
all worked out between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have got one naughty model. I'm not going to say his name, but if you're listening, if you don't get your sizes in by Monday, you get the chop, mate. All right?
Yes.
He-
Yes. So
he's very pretty. See, this is it. When they're young and full of you know what, they think they run the world, don't they? And just because she's pretty and got a great big packet on her, I don't care, Mary. Get your sizes in. I can't say her name over there. 'Cause I know I don't want to upset the Queen that much. Get it in, but we need that, or you will be chopped off.
Yeah.
Right, darling.
yeah. So fashion show tickets are on sale from myself. I've also left 20 at the Queen's
Arms.
Arms. So they're available. To
And they're
pick
also
up
at the
from
Royal Oak,
there.
aren't they?
At the Royal Oak as
And they're
well.
available from all the Sussex Beacon shops,
All the Sussex Beacon shops.
and of course from us here at the Showbiz office.
Yeah.
In Cheapside.
Yeah.
So, but again, just drop us a message on the Miss Jason's half hour page, or message any of us direct.
Yeah. £12 at the old Ship Hotel. 23rd of September.
Lovely. Okay, that was very nice. Simon. What a
Lovely.
lovely roundup. Let's have a little round of applause for Simon for that.
Oh,
I think that
thank
was
you.
lovely. And was there
Ah.
anything you missed off, darling?
No.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely.
Another round of applause then. Oh, wow, lovely. And maybe say Simon is wearing today in our office sort of like army trousers with a buttony thing that goes across the packet.
Please don't
and then-
touch yourself like that.
No, it's not.
so
I'm
dirty.
just doing with my hands where the buttons go.
We
And
can see where the buttons go.
Fiona said, "Look, he's only wearing that to make his cock look bigger." But anyway, and Simon answered, "My cock's quite big enough, thank you very much. Look at the stretch marks around Miss Jason's mouth." Anyway, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
go
God.
over to
Oh,
Tell
dear.
me that you're
Let's
sick.
change the subject. Sammy's topic.
Welcome to Tammy's topic. So I saw something in the news this week which I thought was quite interesting. I can't believe that. I'm a little bit in shock. My nipples have been burnt.
Oh, mine have gone up.
So last week on
Does that
America's
happen
Got
to you then?
Talent,
Sorry.
sometimes when I get
If you
really
get
nervous,
shocked, your titties go in.
well,
Oh, that's camping it.
it's a bit odd.
I've
Coax
never
them
heard
out
of
with a
that
bit
before.
of cheese.
Oh, nibby, nibby, nibby.
Oh, dear.
I don't believe I'm
mad in
singing
here.
this.
Oh, Fifi.
So-
Last week on America's Got Talent, there were this ballroom dancing couple on who absolutely wowed the audience, but they were a little bit different because they were same sex, so it was two guys. And they've been talking about it, and one of them's straight, one of them's gay, not that that really matters, but they were absolutely amazing. And it's kind of coincided with the British Ballroom Dancing Federation, can't quite remember what they're called. I've got a ruling on the 21st of this month about whether same-sex couples should be same-sex dancing couples should be able to perform professionally, and I wondered what we all thought about that.
Fiona, have you got an opinion on that? I think one thing we might want to clear up first is this isn't a homophobic thing, is it?
Yeah, no, it isn't.
Oh,
It isn't.
okay. So that Fee can answer it not thinking it's homophobic. Sorry, I've messed your thing up. Carry on, Fiona. I've balls up my mind. What's your opinion, Fee?
I really don't.
So they've done it.
She's
because
just
they
said she
think
doesn't
that-
care, boys and girls. So, Fiona, let's really
Shall we
go
move
well
on
today.
then?
When I watch the ballroom dancing, I love to see the dresses.
So do I.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
do I.
So I love, and I like that. That's what I watch it for.
Yeah.
What they're wearing and everything. Not so much what the men wear.
Yeah.
They're all in suits. But the women,
Yeah.
they have lovely
So-
dresses.
So you
and
don't mind whether it's a man wearing the dress or not, really, do you?
Well, if it's a man wearing a dress, as long as they've got the dress on. So.
Oh, now that would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Where are they going
Eh?
to draw the line though? What are they going to say? Like, you can't be a man, or you can't be born a man, or you can't be... Because what would stop you? You could do it as a drag queen, could you? Or are they, the rules going to be that tight?
I
don't
do
know.
think when you're dancing like ballroom dancing, there's certain things the male does and certain things the woman does. So,
Yeah, that's...
and I think two men doing it, I think don't know, a bit weird.
Part of the ruling behind,
Yeah.
part of the reasoning behind it is the thought that if it is two male dancers, that they have a bit of a head start because they're both stronger, so they can both
Uh-huh.
do more moves than
Yeah.
whereas normally, you know, like you say, ballroom
Yeah.
dancing, the
They're
lady
different
gets
ways,
whizzed
yeah.
around, doesn't she? And the man is the.
What do you think?
Two men are quite elegantly dancing. You know when we went to the White Swan and that lovely man dancing? Well, you go get
Absolutely, we
nice
was
male
at a tea
dancers.
dance, weren't we?
Yeah.
That was Cat.
Before you
That
went
was
on. Tea
absolutely
dance.
yeah. And I'm not going to say trannies because people get upset about the word trannies, but transsexual, transgendered people at a tea dance. It was lovely, absolutely
nice.
lovely. And there was
Yeah.
one beautiful dress, lovely hair, dancing around in a pair of Doc Marten boots, but she was fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a nice time?
It was nice.
lovely.
It was nice.
But yeah, sorry,
I
darling,
think
come on.
two men are more. It can be more elegant than a woman and a man. I think.
Well,
I
maybe
think-
we should
I
say
think
let's have
ballroom-
a gay strictly come dancing.
Yeah.
An
that'd be
all
good.
male strictly come to how lovely.
Yeah,
or
that'd be
even
nice.
better, let's have a drag queen
Oh, that was.
strictly come dancing. I'd be a bit upset to be on it now, Brucey not there, but I'd cope.
I'd be dreadful though. You,
Oh,
I can
we'd
barely
be out in the
walk,
first
can
week,
I?
wouldn't we?
Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Dancing. Imagine me
I
doing the
think it's-
Paso
I think
Doble.
it's the heels that would be a problem with you. The high heels.
Bless
Well,
you, just the heels. Fiona,
the-
I could fall over my face. It's the shoes, my darling.
I think it might just be the heels.
That's because you're on your knees most of the time, dear. That's why you fall.
He's
over.
a good boy, not like you.
Oh, should we tell him the story about the bathtub in
So
Gran Canaria and the
let's
bunker?
talk about. So
Oh.
that brings us on nicely. Speaking about people's perceptions too. The other bit of thing that I wanted to talk about today made me really angry. I was looking on a news website and it had that there's this boy who is the most vined individual in
Can
the
you
world.
explain what Find is? Because I
So,
don't understand that.
Vine is a little bit like, it's kind of like a video. You post videos that are 8 seconds long, and people follow you. So it's a bit like Twitter where they follow you, but they follow you to watch your videos. And he's got over 7 million followers, so he's like the most in the UK. He's had deals with like Disney have done him a deal to do some kind of advertising for them. And you can earn loads of money just through doing it. So recently there was he's American. There was an advert campaign in America that said it was to try and stop stigma against HIV testing. So it said, what was it? HIV, get tested. It isn't just a gay thing. And he filmed a video with that advert, and then he said, HIV it's a thing for fags.
Oh,
So obviously, like the gay press have gone insane.
good, as they should.
His
What's his name?
I can't remember. I think it's something Greer. Nash
Greer, is
Nash
it?
Greer.
And
something
how do
like
we
that.
find this man on
Well,
the Vine?
I don't think we should find him. I think we should be disgusted from a distance.
Well, just in case anybody did want to find him, how do you do
Well,
a
if he's
Vine?
on Vine, then I imagine you can find him. But I believe his account's been shut down because he was, I imagine, getting quite a lot of
Yes. Well,
negative
I shall,
backlash,
if
which
I
he
get,
should.
I shall try and find him and send him a little message, I think.
Perhaps we should send him a Miss Jason's half-hour video Vine.
Absolutely.
Telling
I
him
think
what
we
we
should,
really
telling him what
think.
we think. What a vile
Yeah,
little
horrid.
person.
The
Horrible.
thing is, though, the other thing to playing is he's only 16.
Yeah.
So it's not
Oh.
like he's got fully formed adult views yet.
Oh,
So-
oh, I wonder what you're going to say then, darling.
No. Oh, no.
Stick that up your creeper, you little viner.
So his dad has just done a statement about how he will atone for his comments.
Oh, right,
Which I
okay.
thought was like,
Well, I
oh.
think if it's been taken in hand, then that's fair enough. But it's really dangerous that young
Yeah.
people think like that because, you know, not only is it dangerous because it's horrible homophobic thoughts, but that boy could be going out shagging all sorts of girls
Yeah.
unprotected.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, and
Yeah.
HIV isn't fussy.
It's
It
true.
gets it get anyone, irrespective of age, colour, race. It's it's there.
Yeah.
It's a big issue for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and when we go back to the beginning of HIV, yes, it really was very much a gay disease, and that
Yeah.
it was certainly our community that it was discovered in.
Yeah.
But now it's not. I think it's
Yeah.
probably more of a problem for the heterosexual community than it is for the gay community.
'Cause it's
only
unexpected.
because there's more of them.
Yeah.
And of course it's unexpected, but it's a real issue. Young people shouldn't be thinking about having unprotected sex and having this stupid view that it's only a gay disease.
Yeah,
16-year-old, but
Crazy.
where's his education been?
Yeah.
Why has the father not sorted this
Exactly.
out? Why has the father let this kid be on this Vine thing and he's the most followed person in the world? God knows what people
But
are
he doesn't
looking at
know,
that
yeah.
16-year-old boy. You know, and that's the issue. What's happening? Why is the kid? He's probably shut up in his bedroom, playing on his computer. God knows what's being sent to him at 16 years old, and oh, goodness knows what sort of views he's going to harbour.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to be nasty about the States, but you know, a lot of those little country bits up in the south, the deepest, darkest Georgia or wherever it is, they're all nutters.
Yeah.
You know, and they go to
snaggletooths.
church, don't they, and shake snakes in each other's faces and say, if God loves you, the snake won't bite you. I'm not taking a chance.
Yeah.
You know, just in case God don't like me that day, because I do push
It might just be having an off day.
I know. If God's got the ump, you've got a rattlesnake on your youth for that. You know,
Yeah.
the States breed some very funny people.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
But it also breeds some wonderful people as well.
Absolutely.
Bit of Babs, a bit of
Barack Obama.
Liza.
Oh, and lovely. Well, we all love Barbara Streisand. Liza,
Elaine.
she's okay. She gets on my nerves a little bit, I've got to say. But yeah, okay. Sorry, our brothers and sisters in the States. Fiona, what do you think about this nasty
Well,
little boy?
I couldn't follow you, love. I just
Of course
couldn't
you
follow. No.
Fiona would give him a good old mumsy thing, bend him over the knee and smack his bum and send him back up to his room with no dinner. That's what I'd
Well,
do
I
to
agree
him.
with everything
Were you a
said.
spanker? Not like, no, when you're kid. So I'm probably
dear.
best.
Are we getting into Fiona's private? Are you a spanker? Fiona? What
When
do
you ask
mean,
a
is she
question and
spanker?
think, oh no, I don't want to
Well,
ask
answer
that.
that.
She has got a pair of PVC trousers.
Yeah, I did. I believe in spat. Well, I don't actually believe in it. We did it. We were brought up. We got hurt.
Yeah.
And I think I would rather give them a smack across the legs than put them up in the room for an hour.
Yeah.
Or
On a
sit
naughty
their
step.
step, all that rubbish.
And they would sit there for ages. I used to feel so sorry for them when you used to have to sit in the
Well, at least a
step.
smack, it hurts for a couple of seconds, and
And
then
that's
it's only
it.
your pride, isn't
Yeah.
it?
But I suppose it isn't right. It isn't. You shouldn't do it.
Well, I don't know, because
But I think
I won't
kids
say
do
my
need
mum
it.
and dad were always hitting me, but because they weren't. But my mum would wallop me, and once
Yeah.
she hit me,
Oh.
and I was so dramatic because it was quite an old-fashioned house we lived in. So we had a big wooden banister with the wooden bits that jutted out on the end of the steps. You know how they?
Yeah.
And she hit me, and I spun round, and I got a little scar on my head. I'm touching my scar, and it's like my Harry Potter scar. See it there, look?
Yeah.
It's like a little
Yeah.
on my forehead. And I span round and hit my head on the banister and cracked my head open. So I laid on the carpet and pretended I was dead. And she never hit me again for at least 6 months. After that, it was really good. And then there was another time that the first time I swore, and I was in the garden because we had aviaries, Cajun aviary birds, and I was feeding the birds, and I lifted my head up and I hit my head on a perch, and I said the F word really loud. And my mum came out and she said, "What did you say?" Because she was quite ferocious sometimes. And I sat in the aviary for nearly 20 minutes because I was frightened she was going to hit me. And she said, "You wait till you come out of that cage, my boy." Anyway, I come out of the aviary and I ran up the stairs and I got under the bed, and I thought, she'll never get me under the bed. And she came upstairs and poked me with a broom handle. So, you know, I don't think it did me any harm at all.
I don't
I
think it
wouldn't
does
want
you
to
any
see
harm.
people smacking their kids, but you know, if a child does something wrong, like if an animal does something wrong, you have to chastise it. It doesn't know that it's done something wrong. But I think maybe the naughty step bit is bordering a little bit on mental cruelty. I think it's humiliation.
Well, I just think you're sitting a child in a room on her own. I just think it's quite cruel. But I remember once, Christmas, I had all the family up, and the kids were blowing these hooter things.
Yeah.
And somebody blew it right next to me, and I just swung round and smacked it, thinking it was one of my children, but it wasn't. It was a French child. These friends weren't really friends of mine. I just met them, and I whacked this boy, and he went right across the lounge. And
Oh.
but lucky they all took it as fun and all laughed the way I had done it, but I felt bad.
Did they ever come to dinner again?
Yes, it
Oh,
did.
that was
That's
okay.
all right then, that's all right.
But it was just like, you know, it was just this noise, and I just turned round and whacked it.
Simon, you've got young children in your family. haven't you?
Yes,
Well,
I think I agree, because when I was younger, if I would misbehave, I did get a whack. But if you look at my, I'm sounding like I'm really old, but if I look at my generation of children, and now it's gone wild. They're really. I mean, my brother won't listen to this, but his little son, he'll come up behind me and whack me and run off. But he'll find that funny. But then he can't hit him back, and I would hit him back if that's my child, because you don't do that. But because he doesn't discipline him properly, you get these horrible little kids. You see them on the streets, and I just disagree with not being able to whack them because I learned by a good whack. I told you this
Well-
morning, didn't I, on the way to work? I
Yeah.
bent over and I got a cane, and that's...
Simon likes nothing better than a good whack, to be honest.
I don't know that I ever learned anything from getting whacked. I was like, oh, that hurt, but I didn't ever sit and think, what did I just do that meant I got whacked?
Oh, I did.
Because
my, dad
my
really,
mum
yeah.
would just, I remember she chased me once around the estate that I used to live on with her pink slipper. The thing that I remember about now, she must have been running around with one slipper on and one slipper off. When she
Which would have been
eventually
funny.
I know, the whole village must have thought she was a right freak. So when she eventually whacked me, I remember the chasing round, I don't remember what I did. So I probably did it again. So actually the act of being hit is what you remember. It isn't necessarily what you did to get hit.
That's true.
I
It's
think
not
the
right.
thing I
It's not-
learned was not to get caught. That's always the
Well, I
moral of
used to- I
everything.
never
Don't
get
get
caught.
caught.
I
No,
never get
exactly.
caught.
Fifi does the most outrageous things sometimes, don't you?
She shoplifted the sweets, the cakes were
Yeah.
eating.
Yeah, I brought in cakes.
So there we are. We didn't really stick on your topics, did we? Same-sex
Sorry, we like
dancing, we don't.
Don't
The
really care
consensus here is we don't really care. As long as they dance a little pretty in the frocks, carry on, boys. Have a lovely time and good luck. As for that nasty little sod in his room, touching himself, playing with his computer, spreading homophobic, vile things around the world, well, let's hope you cut off your electricity. As for hitting children, if they play up, they get it. Is that the general
Yeah.
consensus in our room? We're very
Lovely.
old-fashioned in here, aren't we?
Well,
really?
I'm not sure I'm quite there on the last one, but
Oh, okay.
Only
Would you
just-
discuss with a child then?
But I must admit,
yeah, I think I am
You are a because
I'm
when
a
you have a go at me, you sit me down. When I've played up, Tammy sits me down and she says, "Now, shall we talk about this?" And my answer to that is very often
No.
But sometimes we do.
we have to talk. Yeah,
Yeah. It's good to talk, isn't it?
good to talk.
And talking about talking,
I'm really naughty this week.
she's been very naughty, so we don't know whether to hit her, make her sit on the naughty step, or discuss
talk about
it with
what
her.
she's done.
But she's
Well-
not been very committed. But,
So, fans, it's not my fault.
well, whose fault is it then?
I was sitting last night going to do it, and you phoned, and I went and watched you sing.
Yeah, but you didn't have to. No.
Oh, wait a minute. I had to come down and see you. I had never seen you sing as a man, and it was something I was not going to miss.
It's something she's never going to go and see again.
Oh,
I'm sure.
yes, I would.
But the thing is, Fee, the soaps are on most nights, darling. Not just one night a week.
But I've been busy.
Okay, darling, you've been busy. So, boys and girls, it is time for Fifi McDuff's Soap Sizzlers.
Hi, soap fans. I don't know
love that.
anything. Corey, right? They asked a problem with Todd and Marcus.
Oh dear, what's that?
Well, Todd has been naughty.
Well, he is naughty, isn't he?
He is. He's a funny geek.
I think he's a little bit evil, actually.
Yeah, and I think eventually something's going to come out with
Yes.
this. Him.
I think he is the gay version of David Platt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dorothy Platt, that's what we'll call him from now on.
Dorothy Platt.
So, and on Friday night he is going to ditch Marcus.
Oh,
Because he's
Marcus
gonna-
is really in love with him.
Well, Marcus is a bit naughty because he went straight for a wee while,
Mm-hmm.
and then he went back to gay. He's not too sure what he's doing.
Oh, a variety.
Well, you've got to
is
go
a
with the
spicy
laughers.
life, darling. Yeah. Oh, you've got to chase the dollar, dear.
Oh well, then I thought you were either gay or straight. You were-
Oh no, not in this world.
Oh, anyway, I'm not getting into that.
No, we don't want you getting into it. But go on. So he's going to dump him on Friday, is he?
He's going to jump on Friday.
Oh, poor Marcus.
And that's about all I know.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That's.
Do you want to make it up
Emmerdale?
then? Emmerdale? Should we just tell you what days is Emmerdale on and what time? Let's just have a... What days is Emmerdale on, darling? So they feel...
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, lovely. What time?
7 o'clock.
Oh, lovely. Do you want to put that in your diary?
Set a little reminder on your phone.
Should we get you a wall planner? Shall we?
I wouldn't mind. I would have bought you inside soap in if I'd known.
Oh, no, we don't want to see her inside.
I do apologise. I should have made things up, but
Because what it is, boys and girls, is what you don't know, is that Fiona did have a lovely lodger called Barry, who's now left and is gone to the Queen's Arms in Brighton because he's the manager there. And he always used to do the research for Fiona and
I'm
write
not
it down.
always.
Most of the time.
he had nothing else to do.
Well, he was running a hotel, darling.
But when he wasn't working, that was when he went to work.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
But Nick, he'll get back to doing them. Don't worry, Barry'll get sorted out. Just give him a couple of weeks in this job, Alice.
All right then. Okay. Well, actually, that for your very concise. I've lost my glasses. Can anyone see them? Because I can't read my list.
They're not on top
Oh
of your
no,
head.
they were here. What have I done
see
with
them.
them? Oh, they're down the side, crack of my chair. That was a very good report about Coronation Street, though I might add. So, can we please next week? We want to know a little bit blow by blow of what happens on Friday with the two boys.
Yes, that's interesting, that one.
Yeah,
But,
but because you haven't had much of a thing, your idea about people being one thing or another, I don't think is quite right, because people are bisexual, aren't they?
are they? I don't know.
Don't you?
Perhaps that could be next week's topic.
Yeah. Have you ever been with a girl, Tammy?
No, absolutely not.
Have you ever been with a girl?
Yes, I have. I was engaged.
I
Were
couldn't.
you?
Yes, yes, for a
So
long
was
time.
Barry. So look at Colin. Colin Day, he married and everything.
Ooh. Well, let's not air people's dirty laundry, but he's got kids all over the country.
All over the country.
Absolutely. Simon, have you ever touched a fan Mars?
I have, but I've never had full on, pet. I was going to say something else.
No, go on,
No,
say it.
I can't say it.
Penetrative
Yeah,
sex.
that's it.
That's it.
Fee,
Fee, what are you doing after the show?
I'm not
yeah.
doing that, that's for sure.
Oh, don't you
No,
want to go on, Simon?
no.
Simon's too young for me, love.
Oh, there's an awful lot of mileage to be
Could
got
we
out of a younger
please
man.
change this subject?
Oh dear.
Yes, well, of course, if we had soaps to talk about, we wouldn't have got into it.
Oh.
Okay, we are changing the subject. Can we all say a lovely big happy birthday to Tom Dingley? Isn't that lovely? Happy birthday, darling.
Happy birthday.
And where did he say he's going to see us? Where did he say he's going to see us? Darling, I didn't write that bit down. I'm sorry. Greg Bold. Now, this is nice. Greg Bold says, will we please give a big shout out to all his friends in Brighton. So for all Greg's friends in Brighton, there's a nice big shout out for you all. But we don't just air in Brighton, do we,
No.
darlings? We're all over the
We're all
country.
over- we're international.
We are international as well. We've got quite a few
Davidson.
listeners in different countries. It makes me laugh when we look at the statistics. We've got people in places I've never even heard of. You know, yeah. Anyway, and then we got Chrissy Ducan, who has said, it's a bit funny, this one. She said, can you please give a shout out to all the Brighton lesbians? So this is from Chrissy Ducan, from all the, to say hello to all the Brighton lesbians. Either there must be a big leisure festival coming up, or Chrissy's not selling enough copies of her book, ladies and gentlemen, which the money goes to the Beacon. So maybe she's saying hello lesers and chuck a couple of quid our way. I've got a little message for Grace Lightling. Yes, darling, I will bring your blocks over this evening. Don't panic, she wants blocks to put her wigs on. So Simon, don't let me
Yes,
forget
we'll
where
take
you're,
them, yeah.
darling. We've got, this is nice, we've got a message from Craig and all the entertainment team at the Celtic Bar in Wales. And they listen to our Miss Jason's Half Hour and have a good old giggle. They did say particularly their favourite bit was Fifi McDuff's soap things. So I assume you're all thoroughly disappointed this week. But they say they listen to it when they're rehearsing.
Oh.
So I don't know what your shows must be like if you're supposed to be rehearsing, darlings, and you're
that's
listening
nice.
to this. But it is rather nice. Thank you. And I want to say myself a big shout out and a hello to the Go Gay Wedding team, and I've just started being their love, romance and relationships agony aunt. So if anyone wants to
lovely.
message in, if you've got any
my
problems
God.
with your love life or your romance or your
What
relationship,
are your problems, love?
I haven't got no problems in my love life, only solutions and rows. But I always find a good row leads to a solution. So there you are. That's a bit of free advice instantly. But I'm just getting the finger from Tammy. We've got just a few seconds left. Jimmy, Craig and all the guys at the Brewers, but one very big special shout out for Chris, because he says we never mention him. Of course, my favourite shout out every week is to Mrs. Kerridge over in Pattaya at the Cock of Dawn brothel, Buddha Hill, turn left. I do hope the chickens are laying enough eggs for you, darling, if they're not encourage them to. How would you encourage chickens to lay eggs? Squeeze their heads, dear. Squeeze their heads. That's it, darling. And a quick shout out, Tammy, anybody?
Andrew for writing my Tammy's theme song. Thank you, Andrew.
Oh, yes, we've got... will you record it and we'll play it on next week? Will we do? We'll play Tammy's theme tune next week. Oh, how lovely, darling! Chris will record it for you in the
Next door.
showbiz office
Super.
in the studio. Oh, how lovely! Fiona, have you got any shout outs? Oh, Tammy's tunes. Go on, darling. One of you.
I can't do this.
Oh, she's just trod on a ring donut. Oh no! She's put a bunion in the sugar.
Oh, no.
Oh, her corn's covered in jam. Anyway, carry on, dear.
And Madam Jim,
Lovely.
Colin Dave, hope we had to see him next week.
Oh, he will be back next week, but he is out researching his cocktail of the week. And Simon, have you got anyone?
Yeah, I've got a really big shout out to Chrissy Ducan because I've just read over my notes and I missed her off the Seaside Variety Spectacular, so I really do apologise. I love you loads, and I will get the measurements to you, the dress to you this afternoon.
And the bank details.
And the
dear.
bank details.
Right, thanks. Bank details more important than the dress and the sizes. And you mustn't forget that Chris is at our Seaside Spectacular because she's selling the ice creams. Anyway, boys and girls, all that remains for us to say is our usual little thing for the Zone. We'd like to thank our sponsors, the Zone. I didn't say that at the beginning of the day. Anyway, you'll feel at home when you're in the zone. Bye, dears. Talk to you later. Bye. Miss Jason's Half Hour is brought to you by our proud sponsors at the Zone Bar Brighton. You'll find us on St James's Street in the heart of Brighton's gay village. You will always get a warm welcome on your entrance. Our motto is, hello stranger and goodbye friends. You will always feel at home in the Zone.